earlier this year, at the urging of you guys, I finally watched Jack Hill's 1967 film Spider Baby, and y'all, I loved it. It was so much fun. It was so cute. It was just a blast. Easily made it to a list of some of my top favorite films. And while I was reading about the film, I learned that a remake was in the works. Now, this was earlier this year. Yes, a full-on remake of Spider Baby. Well, I have some more news for you on that remake, so that's what we're going to be talking about today, y'all. The Spider Baby remake has really happened. It's really happening. It is directed by Dustin Ferguson, and I didn't know the name at first. I had to look him up, and I have seen one of his movies. I've seen Amityville Toy Box. I don't want to talk about it. Dustin Ferguson is kind of known for making bad movies. I'm just calling it the killer couch genre. That's what I keep referring to it lately. I mean, he's just made a lot. I'm looking here at his filmography. We have Ebola Rex, Angry Asian Murder Hornets, Horn Dogs Beach Party. Okay, you get it. So, needless to say, I'm sure for a lot of us it would be concerning that this is the person that's taking on a remake of Spider Baby, right? I was like, Okay, look, I mean, I love the killer couch genre as much as anyone else. Or probably more than other people. But this film is very special. It needs to be handled with respect, right? Well, I hadn't followed up, and I don't read a lot of the horror news. So the other night I was just late night Googling to see where the film was at. And it actually had a trailer that's out, okay? And upon further reading, I found that the film did premiere on October 31st in LA. And I don't think the official release has been announced yet, but the film is done. It's ready. And a lot more information has come out about it since I first learned the remake was happening. So I wanted to share a little bit with you before we watch the trailer together. This is being described as a reimagining filled with lots of nostalgia, but also a modern twist. It is being described as a respectful homage. Yeah, sure, okay, whatever. But then I was looking at the cast. Who's involved in this movie? We actually have Beverly Washburn, who played Elizabeth. She's coming back, she's in the movie. That's amazing. We also have Lon Chaney Jr.'s grandson in the cast. His name is Ron Chaney. The film also will have Brink Stevens on cast. She's known for Slumber Party Massacre and Sorority Babes and Slime Bolorama. I can't ever say that. And all of that was very okay, that's special, right? And then I also read that Jack Hill is an executive producer on the film. First of all, I forgot he was still alive, so that's awesome. And I read an interview with Dustin Ferguson, and he talked a little bit about the process of how he came to this. He said basically I'm known for making crap movies, and he said he wanted to do something a little more meaningful. He wanted to make his House of Thousand Corpses, as he said. He wanted to make something memorable and something special. He says that he churns out bad movies, but in this case, he wanted to actually make a good movie on purpose. So according to his interview, he reached out to Jack Hill, and Jack Hill's like, yeah, sure, you can do this. And Dustin gave him the script, and Jack Hill read the script and didn't really have many changes to make. And then they went forward. Now, apparently this film has two versions, a black and white version and a color version. And like I said, it premiered in LA on Halloween. And I also saw there's this channel here on YouTube that has this film listed as premiering on December 15th. SoCal Cinema. The video they have posted as a impending premiere is Spider Baby 2023 Remake Online Premiere. So I don't know. That's all I know about this remake. I'm interested. but I'm scared. So I watched the trailer once, but it was late at night, and I was like I was watching TV and watching the trailer. Anyway, so I'm gonna watch it for real with you guys right now, and let's react together. Are you ready?
Noel was the teacher in the school giving a lesson.
Anybody home?
One afternoon.
I need you to sign for this.
Little Tommy Tompkins
Hello?
was the dunce and what a fool.
Hello?
Scary, isn't it?
You must be Emily.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Girls, will you please take your brother outside and go play for a little bit? I have some business I need to take care of.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. You're acting like a child.
The children, they're a bit skittish, if you know what I mean, so treat them tactfully.
What exactly is the condition that the children are suffering from?
It's more of a regression, actually, a progressive deterioration of the mental faculties, rotting of the brain, so to speak.
I think the music sounds good. The music sounds good.
Do you like me?
I think the house looks good. It looks kind of like the house in the original.
What the hell? Come on, you better get back before Bruno catches us. He's gonna hate us.
Dinner time.
So I think the acting seems pretty good. I think it seems pretty good. The look of it, I could tell they really tried to capture that nostalgia. So it looks good. I like how everyone's dressed. I like how the set looks. I like the music. I think the trailer gave a little much away. A little too much. When we're dealing with this like low budget independent digital type of filmmaking, it's inevitably gonna have a cheaper look, but I'm trying not to let that bother me too much, because it seems like in other areas they've really put in some effort, and I couldn't help but smile while I'm watching this trailer because it did bring back a little bit of like those original feelings, you know, again, to use the word nostalgia. Yeah, I don't know, they have like a weird CGI situation there, but let's just wait and see, I guess. Honestly, okay, the first time I watched the trailer, I was like, but I think it was just because I was put off by the super cheap look. But I'm gonna try to stay open to this. I think there's a lot of love behind this film. Not that I'm not really a fan of remakes, but I am a fan of nostalgia and like spotlighting a legacy and building onto legacy, especially when we can like bring it full circle and bring some of the original players back into involvement. So I don't know, it looks like it might be kind of cool. You know, the original one in several ways was not very like PC, I guess you could say. So I'm interested to see how they handle some of the themes in a more sensitive way. Or maybe they won't, I don't know. Maybe they won't. Which, you know, it's a movie. But I was pretty impressed by some of the acting that I saw there. Especially from Ron Chaney and some of the adults. Don't know how I feel about the children yet. But we'll see. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let a hoe know down below. I just feel like a lot of people would probably be like, don't touch that movie, don't bother with this, don't remake it. But I'm intrigued. So maybe it really is premiering on December 15th in full. I don't know. But I'll keep you updated. And I guess that's all I have. So I'll keep you posted. Ciao.